Happy Halloween. Normal activity. We try the children first with gentle threats, with tepid games and gloaming accomplices, not allies. Barometers of perturbation, heralds, emissaries, spies. We like an escalating dread. We like the way an ashtray frames their rippling insomnia, the way they shake a child for secrets children never tell. Hell is empty and all the Captain Howdies are here. Hurray. Jody of the glowing eyes, arise St. Bill of Enfield, abode of awful mojo. We are the crayons egregore, sigils picked into the pony pattern walls we etch, infest and spread. Intent condensed, compressed, mornings become aftermath, slam every door, inscribed into their non-event, their open plan designs for life. Why? We like a house closed up. The settees under hunger cloth as if for Lent, no light, but a steady permanganate, dark to seep, to slip through meaning's sleeves, to roam an empty room, escape those scrutinizers, scavengers of souvenirs, the Ouija's inquisition. We've been ruby amber types, iodized by silver nitrate, sketched or pressed in wax, beset by burning sage, called to the planchettes, dulling drag, pushing it back and forth like a heavy iron hot with effort, not a word of thanks. They have taste and beauty, status and style, and a priest who likes to wipe his dirty hands on other people's things. They have kitchen islands, ignorance, and the Disney Channel entitlements of the middle American living. They have stale crackers, diluted wine, and white guilt. We want them out. We want no part of life. The knife in the back, the buttercup under the chin. Our fury powers through the shaking house, a saltire wave. They grab at what they can. They behave like mechanical claws. We snap their stupid chandeliers, hurl the silverware out of the drawers. Internal medicine. My dog will come back as an arsonist. Look at him. He's pissing on the places he will later want to burn. I might not come back at all. If I do, don't name me after a saint, mother. Invite the wind into your mouth, name me after a hurricane. I wish I'd thrown my former lovers from the bridge instead of just their trinkets. Pain inside. Drink a glass of sympathetic vinegar, pain inside, I am wolf with it. In the night a caesarean of dancing piglets, stones somehow. How pain becomes the knots my words refuse, a pain that won't be fumbled to dissolving in the canny clinic of the bed, the bath, the pumpkin cutter's kitchen drecked with pulp. Mother, they stole my photo for a government campaign. They dressed me in another name, filched from a politically correct math problem. Mother, I am like Leningrad, no, Stalingrad, no, Petrograd, no. Mother, I am Fatimagrad, all my citizens beavering for minimum in cyber. I walk up the stairs, it does that auto-redial thing, the pain. I open my face like a guidebook, a fold-out map to torment's ease. I swallow all the buttons from a long white coat. Now the doctor will be naked and the tap water tastes of rusts. Let's go round the block again, dog, round streets we only ever learnt by scent. Let's walk. Walking helps. Although the windows shit, there's scenery. Women with functioning loins in Bowden dresses, picking the burrs out of spaniel ears, tucking the mixed recycling in for the night. Glass jars in this one, a row of obedient embryos, and a couple of elderly vampires discussing the bouquet of blood. Let's burn it down, dog. Cross the road. I'm smiling like a stallion joyfully skinned, my scathed companion. Let's go slow. I swear, dog, at the mess inside of me the knives turn timid. You are the same. Imagine putting a cigarette out in a handshake. Imagine all the coins in a money box melted together, annealed with heat. Imagine crunching a glass eye like an ice cube. It's all those things and less I can't explain. What if this curdling forensic dark were my true voice? Mother, open me up. Pull out the sugar shrimps, the molotovs, the strawberry bootlace smiles. I will learn to be more brazen, Hyena says, rubbing her eyes until her waking rings true. Brazen is as brazen slides the gorgeous stain inside the mouth. Hyena walks into a room like a heron in a koi pond. There are your bony, mouldy gods. There are the women offering up their cloudy sighs when stepped on puffball fungus all. Hyena had a friend. Now the friend is retaining water and talking up the dharma of a cupped tit. Babies. Give her the glass slipper of a contraceptive coil any day. No offence, well, some offence, well, all the offence you can eat if you must. The doctor told Hyena there was nothing they could do. He put his hand up her. He pulled her about like a ship's cook peeling a potato. Hyena wanted the pain to stop, floored and floored, just cut the back bit out, but no, it's no can do, and what if you want kids one day, and how does your husband feel? Hyena will learn to say that he is not the one with a medieval jousting tournament in his reproductive crawl space, so how would she know, and why would she care, and why should it make any difference to you? If a baby is a blessing or a miracle, then Hyena is a what? A blasphemy, a curse. She will learn to be more brazen. She won't sit home all day, rake leaves against ruin, picking the bone of perfection to a witch's finger. She won't bite her nails, cast lots for a creosote tea in the shit cafe. She will not take a swilling stand beside the urns of dingy brew and turn her face to the wall in crowds, and people will not say of her that her voice is the murky mirror of her own self-hatred. Her voice, pared down with an emery board, an Anglophile, ha ha ha. She can almost see herself in red. She is moving with the Furies in precise circles, taking slow sedanda steps, reaping the corn with the hem of her skirt, using the wet silk edge as a scythe. Her feet will foment dances, trample grapes. She might, and no longer lie awake, burning with a sullen fervour, eyes on the air-tex breathing asbestos. A fierce heat will flow through her fingers, and she will meet a swan maiden, and she will spit, and there will grow a heart-shaped swimming pool. Hyena will learn to be more brazen, have a male voice choir comb her mane until it gleams with the posthumous lustre of Victorian daguerreotype, the misty dead propped up in their chairs. Oh, she will be flagrant. She will have cupboards full of cordials, the sacristy bursting with candies. A real witch, a prairie pyro inflamed by the long dark night. She will tie the orchard to the tail of a kite and let it go. She wants you good and thirsty, ready to make sacrifices, spooked by fire. On the day of her rebirth, she will hold a bal masque where everyone must come dressed as their own worst fears, the Eliot long list, dying alone, postal voters, etc. Hyena will come as the thin white line between savour and decipher, a mundane chill that will not suit her coat, her mood. Her most fulsome costume is herself, wrapped in the stealth of strong gores. Listen, you who pity her. She wouldn't be you for all the lithe republics of a country saying. These, her nimble, quickened sounds, exalted thoughts, learning how to swim. Witch's mark. Ripped up the carpet in the red room, a cache of tangent circles, hexafoil my Gothic lily. In every house a secret witch's mark, beseeching scratch, the scare quotes round a perishable name. I'd fill a dish with plump sultanas, rake your druggle alphabets into the wooden boards, to ward or to invite. How night sloughs off the corset of its forms, hollow light, draining from a horned moon, yellow and suspended. There was nothing left to do. Fear and all the claret follies of its clutching came. My chaste fables of protection would not serve. The cold ash and the stout cord, the silver cross, the bronze belay, a single tharla sewn inside the mouth. The last was fire, a word, a scab of wax picked soft. how bodies are bartered and bound, how the dark is drawn in tight as a purse when it did not work. At night I've said the spell of it. Morose remorse arose I cull with care. Going forth by day the sun inscribes its curse. The enigmatic cancers of my witch's skin, my witch's marks, my suckle luck grown big. Legions, wheels and welts, elitely eyed motif of wheels, my blemishes, my devil dials, this detail. Hagstone in my stomach, I will tear it to atonement after every meal. Palm crossed with its own claw, this my fate. I made a poor witch, horsehair law, my dollies rot their widdershins. You slept above the hexafoil, grew thin and pale as dirty straw. I am still here. Ambition's black canals alive, and yet terror, with the next deft shift of the sea, I'm gone. The cauldron's brine resolve, the ram, the goat, accused a curse, maiden crone. The waters hauled worse, and this drowned face, my own. Subplough. Yes, and walking in the rain without a coat for the sheer feathered sufferance of it. On a partial night, its bleak decorums wrought, I would savour a dry hurt, the hunt, rhyming veins with thorns. In time I did my faulty stunt, stared heaven's static limbs to a wet slap, my lidded eyes looked horns, scapegoats sober, Saturn in retrograde, running with scissors in satin, my hem got caught in my hooves. Sublimed in fire I fell, I still survived its flux, its stallion fucks and stumble, bitter glitch and singe. Oh, the heart and its flinty acquittals, hammer into anvil, armours and amours, the ardour of an anchor, edge of an axe, to sink, to strike, to rise, yes. Death would squat like a stout engraver blowing glass. I giddied by in all my raving fineries, my funerary garlands, my garlanded furies, swallows with their pincer beaks, lived to see my fevers coarsen into elegance. Pick through the topsoil of my face to find the chagrined hand outstretched and swayed a single glove, a certain style. My further let has outlived its appendages. Go on, say it. A full milk moon aged to cranium. I should have cut me in my suppler doings, struck dumb and gaunt, grow drawn on drudge. The corpse I'd leave was flicky honey flies. I don't want you, who grow old and wise. Magic yet. My waking thoughts are woeful. In washed-out porches, pumpkins grin like bailiffs. Streets of circling stillness walk to the arrogant hastening of pain. And I want my boxedy bread, barmbrack charms, nutcrack night, my soul-cake scoffers' liturgy. They do not know their strictly steepled churches probe the upper air like dentist drills. The crackhead has his baritone, his wire bride her tremolo, a wilderness of wheelie bins, love and its fallible rigmarole. Yesterday's news, a skeleton libretto. Dear Brecht, we are beyond all singing now. Men who talk enchantment into platitude, a dumb face begging a bruise. I want my corpse path, darling, my phantom light, ascetic sting, ascetic stomach shrunk on gruel and yellow cider vinegars gilding. I want the apple bob to drowning, the powdered glass, the killer clown, the witch's argo wide enough for scout troops. Give me red legs scattering silver dollars, chocolate money. Give me that old time religion. There's power in the blood, not this inane and fatal day when government men fall to their botching with sawbone elbows out. Oh larks, oh jollies, I'll keep my small fire here, tea light in a hollow gourd, spectral heat, like hope. That's it. Happy Halloween.